And good morning and welcome back to the show. Just finished off with last week's games. Belmont hosted Werribee last Saturday and scored 18 goals, but unfortunately Werribee too strong, coming home with 62 goals in the end. Flick, probably no great surprise there, I suppose.
No surprise, no.
I think Kate DeGrande out of Belmont, doing the best she can with what she's got. I know that they've lost a couple of players from last season. So yeah, could be a long season for Belmont, Terry. I don't think you guys have played Belmont yet, have you?
No, we haven't seen Belmont at this point in time, but yeah, so no real surprise at this point.
Yeah. And of course, I think for the first time ever, Geelong West A grade 33 defeated Thompson 18. And yeah, Flick, unbelievable. Really good morale booster for Geelong West to have a win.
Yeah.
Especially against last year's reigning premiers. But of course, we know Thompson are severely depleted this year. Yeah, good for the club.
Yeah, good. I believe that West won all their senior sides as well. So a good night for them and congratulations to them all around. They hosted a really great night. The atmosphere was great Friday nights down there and the footy was good as well. There was a lot of people around watching. The juniors were nice games as well. It was wet. And so the games were quite scrappy, but for them to come away with a win, all to them.
No surprise there, Terry, I suppose? Or
No.
You think, well, we always think Thompson, Geelong West, that's a gimme, but with the way Thompson are structured at the moment and with their, shortage of players out there, they're going to probably, struggle most of the year.
Well, Thompson up until that game had got 16 goals on the board out of 2 games. So no surprise, but it's probably the best good news story going around the league at the moment for Geelong West, particularly if they did win all 4 games for the first time. Long time coming, and they would have celebrated that well. Good on them.
Yeah. The last game to be played was East Geelong 54, defeated Bannockburn 29. Of course, I was there. Good effort by the girls. Believe it or not, yeah, I was there. And great effort by the girls out there. Really, there was no one in particular that you could, point the finger at saying that yes, they won the game for us. But just a great team effort overall. Bannockburn, the 2 players that were missing last week from the game when they played against Belpost Hill, they were both back in the side. And got a bit of footage of it on TV here at the moment. Look, just a good effort. I had the luxury of moving a few players around to different positions and see what happened. So we're happy with that, and we'll march along and play. We've got North next week, so that'll be an interesting game next week. Now, Terry, we've got you on the show this morning just to discuss how Belpost Hill's travelling at the moment. How are your girls going? Are you happy with the way things are going on down there at the moment?
Oh yes, look, certainly happy with the scoreboard at the moment, and that's probably a reflection of a few recruits that we've picked up as well. And we did start training early, 6 weeks before Christmas. Be that as it may, I believe we're probably at 75–80% of where we're going to end up. The girls are more aware of that as well. We've got a fair way to go. We've got over Winchelsea in the first game, which I know that Winchelsea were missing a couple. I'd like to see them at full strength. We've got Werribee next week. I'm hoping Werribee at full strength because you never know what you're up against at the end till you see it during the year. So we're certainly going to be at full strength next week, and I hope Werribee is. And next time we meet Winch, I'd like everyone to be at full strength all the time, like probably most coaches would. But yeah, at the moment, we're just week to week, we've probably strengthened up through our Bs and our Cs. But yeah, we're more than happy with where we're currently sitting. So.
Now, of course, Terry, I have heard a rumour during the week, and that rumour is that Werribee may be missing a couple of girls. There actually is a music festival up in Bendigo this weekend. It's called The Groove and the Moo or something like that. And I believe that a couple of the Werribee girls are actually going up there to play. Does that at all affect how you approach the game against Werribee?
No, not at all, Bird. We'll approach the game in the same manner. It'd be unfortunate if they weren't at full strength, but Werribee being the team they are over the last 6, 7, 8, 9 years, whatever it may be, they would have a lot of depth to pull through and put on that court. They'd still be, I would expect them to be right up there. but yeah, would prefer the full side, just to see where we're actually at.
I suppose you're playing twice this year. You got them again in round 15. So, and I suppose you're looking with Belpo still this year of taking that extra step and quite possibly being in the grand final and maybe even taking it off.
Well, absolutely, and that's what all teams play for. That's what all players and coaches aspire to. If that happens, that'll be terrific. I'll be honest with you, if we end up just top 3 again and get blown out, we'll be very, very disappointed, extremely disappointed. And an indication of last year's finals, we went into that with 3 or 4 players depleted out of the team. We were aware of that before the finals came around mid-year, and we've ensured that that isn't going to happen this year. So we've got no excuses at all this year.
Okay. Now, Terry, what I want to discuss to you about also, as you're probably aware, the interleague coach has been appointed, and that, of course, is Christy Crywaller. Do you have any thoughts on the interleague coach's job, or did you hear about it at all? Did you hear about it, or?
I did hear about it on the show when you announced it on the show. And look, I think Christy's a great candidate as a coach. There's no doubt about that. She's got the background and she's been involved with success and a lot of it. My thought on it is I thought there would have been a criteria just to give other people an opportunity, not other people, give everyone an opportunity, whether it be an internal position or an external position, to apply and give them equal opportunity. For those that may be interested in doing that type of a job, some are and some aren't, but just to have a criteria in place so that people could actually put in an application if they're interested, be that internal or external. Because I've been involved in other leagues where it has just been announced, and that has caused a few problems where someone has said, oh, how come I didn't even get a crack at it? And I can see their point, but in saying that, I'm not sure if there is a criteria or how it was picked, or if anyone's even interested. But I just know in the past they changed it in other leagues to ensure that it was an expression of interest for those that wanted to apply. But in saying that, I think Christy will do a good job and pick up a good side.
I actually understand the game's being played up at Belpost Hill on the weekend of the 22nd, 23rd, on the Saturday. Do you know what nights they're training up there, or has anything been said to you via the GDFL executive, or has Madge seen you? Or? No,
I haven't spoken to Madge. I spoke to Sharon, our netball manager, last week, and just ensured that we support. I spoke to the football department as well, that ensure that we support what they're doing as an interleague side. If we have to give up a time slot, that's fine. We can train on another night. Because at the end of the day, we need to get behind in the league. And my view on it, being involved, like I said, with other leagues in the past, it can go very, very well, or it can be very disruptive. We want this to go well. We want to be competitive in it. Hopefully we get an opportunity to play the Ballerine somewhere along the line, and give them a bit of a smack along the way. But we need to support this all the way and get the most out of it and make it the best we can for the girls playing and the people coaching.
Yeah. And for the reputation of the GDFL.
Absolutely.
All right, there you go. You heard it from the Belpost Hill coach. We'll go for a quick break and we'll be back in just a moment.